My best friend started dating a trust fund kid, and while I felt a pang of envy, I genuinely wished her well. Of course, she didn't abandon our friendship for romance. She invited me to her boyfriend's equestrian center. The only catch was I couldn't bring my own boyfriend. I didn't quite get it, but I went anyway. No, darling, stop, not like this. Chloe's hushed, breathless gasps floated from inside the horse stalls. I stood peeking from just outside the semi-open stable partition, my legs instinctively squeezing together. As a powerful stallion in the stall suddenly shook its head, tossing its mane, Chloe's voice rose into a desperate cry. Ethan Stone, Chloe's boyfriend, towered over her by at least 2 heads. The rolled-up sleeves of his shirt revealed smooth, powerful muscles. Just one more time, baby, Ethan murmured, his body still tense with unsatisfied energy. But Chloe sounded truly overwhelmed. No, please, there are people everywhere. Someone might see us. And I genuinely can't take any more. Ethan and Chloe had been dating for over 6 months, and their intimacy had always been a bit unbalanced. Mainly because Ethan had boundless energy and a definite thrill-seeker streak. Chloe had complained to me multiple times that she was practically living on soothing creams, avoiding intimacy whenever possible. I'd always thought she was humble bragging, trying to sound good. But witnessing Ethan's raw, untamed power today, I finally understood the monumental difference between people. My own boyfriend, even with a little help, couldn't match a tenth of Ethan's intensity. Chloe's desperate, almost begging for mercy expression, I honestly felt a strange urge to experience it myself. But she was my best friend. I had to brutally squash those outrageous thoughts. By the time Chloe and Ethan reappeared, I had changed into a sleek riding outfit. Mia, you look incredible in that, Chloe said, propping her chin on her hand, nodding and praising me. She even pulled me over to Ethan. Isn't she, Ethan? Absolutely stunning. My figure was indeed quite defined, a wasp waist and rounded hips. The riding breeches, though form-fitting, hugged my curves perfectly, emphasizing a blend of strength and softness. The overall effect was undeniably alluring. I secretly glanced at Ethan. His eyes unintentionally lingered on my thighs, as if trying to see through the fabric. Remembering his still unsatisfied expression from just moments ago with Chloe, I subtly bit my lip. Just that look from him had almost made me blush. These breeches were so tight, any visible reaction would be impossible to hide. Could you help me find a coach, please? I quickly changed the subject, trying to cover my embarrassment. Ethan also had shares in this equestrian center, so Chloe had insisted on covering all costs for my visit. As an average working-class person, I'd never ridden a horse before, but Chloe just smiled, telling me not to worry, Ethan would teach me himself. Oh, no, that's too much trouble, I stammered, my face flushing instantly as I pictured him teaching me, meaning we'd be pressed together. I shook my head, waving my hands in refusal. Chloe, however, was oblivious. With a generous shove to my rear, she helped me onto the horse. Ethan, with practiced ease, stepped into the stirrup and swung onto the saddle behind me. All I could do was grip the reins, my back stiff and unmoving. I kept repeating to myself, the more Chloe trusts me, the more I must uphold my boundaries. But before my mental defenses were fully in place, Ethan's firm chest pressed tightly against my back. In one fluid motion, his long, strong arms wrapped around me, enclosing me completely. I could even catch a faint scent of his still-present musk. Bouncing gently on the horse's back, within a few minutes, I felt a shameful, unfamiliar sensation where my body met the saddle. Ethan didn't seem to notice my discomfort. He meticulously adjusted my posture, even explaining some quick tips for riding. I wasn't really listening. His closeness, combined with the vivid image of him with Chloe in the stable, kept replaying in my mind. Ah, I gasped, distracted and missing Ethan's warning that he was about to start. When the horse began to trot, I lost my balance and nearly fell. Fortunately, Ethan caught me, pulling me back until his upper body was even more tightly against mine. Relax, don't be so stiff. Loosen your legs. Ethan's hand glided over my thigh, sending a jolt of heat through me. Just as I wondered if I was overthinking it, he leaned close to my ear and whispered, why are you